Lately, I've been trying to lean into uncertainty because often I find it's easy to run from it, to chase only what feels comfortable. But if I'm being honest, I think that only chasing comfort is a subtle form of self-sabotage. So today, I'm chasing some mild discomfort. Good morning! We are in the city. We are in Fed Square right now. We're going on a group day trip today. Bright and early start today. I've been up since like 5 a.m. We're going to a suburb that is like famous for its autumn vibes. I'm really excited because autumn is my favorite and I always feel so homesick for autumn. So anytime I can soak it up here in Melbourne, I take the opportunity. So I've joined in on this group trip. I don't know anyone. I'm a little nervous. I need to figure out where this coach bus is taking off from. I have no idea how much I'm going to be able to film of this today because I don't want to be like that awkward person with the camera vlogging everything when I don't even know anyone, you know what I mean? So we'll see, but I'm excited to get there. But it's like 2.5 hours from the city, so it's a bit of a drive and I'm hoping I don't get car sick. Have you ever done something that equally excites you and makes you feel nervous or terrified at the same time? That's what today is for me. And I have no idea what to expect from the day, and that can feel uncomfortable at times, of course, but I'm choosing to let the excitement lead me. And that's not always easy. We are on the bus. I got my own single seat. I didn't want to take the ones that, like, if people came with a friend, I didn't want to be that person, so fingers crossed, no car sickness. I brought snacks just in case, because sometimes that helps, but so far so good. It was really easy to find. We have stopped for a pit stop, toilet break, and I braved myself and I went in the public toilets. I hate using those, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. I did it. All right, let's go. And next thing we know, around 2 hours later, we have arrived in the quaint little town of Walhalla, Victoria. And it's crazy to think that this was once known as one of Australia's richest towns. It was known for its history of gold mining, and at its peak there were around 4,000 people who called this place home, but apparently these days there are less than 50 residents who live here permanently, which is crazy, but I'm excited to explore. But first, let's get some coffee. We are set up in this little park. I just found a spot on the floor in the sun. It's so nice out. Like, it's gonna be like almost 30 degrees today, so I have so many layers because it was freezing this morning. We're in that in-between where it's like so hot, but like today's like way hotter than normal for autumn. But it's so cute here. Hold on, I got food I need to eat because there's a tour that's happening in like 40 minutes, so I have to go back to the meeting spot. Okay, so a bacon and egg roll with cheese and relish. Oh my god, yum. And a cappuccino. We all know how I do with caffeine, so that's gonna be fun. This is massive. There's a little creek that runs through here. There's not much water in it right now, but it's such a cute little town. Like, it's like one main road and there's like little like shops, but everything like looks like older and like the mines are up at the top, and then there's like a little wine spirit library. It just feels like it's an old mining town, and the leaves are starting to change color. It's so pretty. The blue skies are out today, so we just got so lucky. So far so good. I did not get car sick on the drive here. And I ended up getting a little nap in, so that was good. So far so good. I'm really glad that I came. I really like to play in this space of mild fear and excitement because I think those feelings combined are like a little nudge from the universe that you're heading in the right direction, that you're adding more joy and fulfillment into your life. And plus, experience is our best teacher. Bagpipes? Where is that coming from? Where have I transported to, you guys? Look at this little park. It's so cute. We're going searching for the bagpipes. That's what they are, right? The bagpipes? Is it just a speaker? Like, what is that? Alright, I've had more caffeine than I can handle, so I'm gonna get rid of the rest of this before my heart beats out of my chest. And then I'm gonna go check out the corner store. So there's this little corner store right across from the park, and the leaves are so red over there as well. And then we have to head back towards the cafe. The good thing about this little tour is that it's kind of like come and explore. You can kind of walk around everywhere. It's very hilly, but you can walk around, and then there's 2 different tours that you can do. So one of them is going to explore the mines, which we are not going to do that because I feel like it's so nice out, so I want to be outdoors as we're going into winter. I don't know when we're going to get weather like this again, but also, oh, that flower is so pretty. Also, I feel like I would freak out going in those mines. It would be good prep for me one day since I want to go inside the pyramids, but we're not tackling that today, okay? There is another activity that I am going to book in for later in the afternoon. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, so you have to wait and see. But let's check out this corner store. I'm getting so hot. I need to take this off. Look at this flower, though. It's such a quaint little spot. It's like an old historic town. There's little signs all over that just have little bits of history as you walk around. Like where you walk, like cars are constantly passing as well. So you just gotta be careful. There's a little creek that goes through the whole place. So cute. I wish though there were more like gift shop vibes, like, and the cafe, there's only one cafe in town, so of course the prices are hiked up. Like a small coffee was almost $6. It was all right. It wasn't like bad or anything, but like the prices are definitely hiked up because it's the only cafe here, so you kind of have no other options unless you bring your food, which I brought little snacks and stuff, but there's lots of stairs where you can like go exploring. Like you can make a whole little day here, have a little picnic if you don't want to go to the cafe, do the mine, and there's you can make a whole day out of it. It is so busy here though. There's people riding their bikes, there's people walking their dogs, and these bagpipes have not stopped. So there was a lot of spooky vibes around here, and I find it very fitting. So like the Witchery cafe was like giving all the Salem witch trial vibes, and then the gift store had a lot of ghost stuff as well. So you can even do ghost tours here, which I think would be kind of creepy and kind of fun at the same time. But there's accommodations where you can like stay in town overnight, do the ghost tours, and like make it a whole thing. I don't know if I'm at that level yet, but I think it'd be a really cool experience. I figured out where the bagpipes were coming from. Way up there. It looks like a little boy's up there playing the bagpipes on the side of a cliff. Did not expect that. Way up there. What is this? I got some yerba mate at the little corner store. I just ran out, so this is perfect timing. But we need to make it back to the cafe because our next activity starts soon and I don't want to miss the bus. We are on the train. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. We have taken off. It's going so slowly. No wonder it takes an hour. I feel like a kid. So they give you a break at the end of the train. You can get off. Well, you have to get off for 20 minutes. And you can come down and go for a swim. There's dogs swimming in the river. Honestly, I wish that the stop was longer, because I definitely would be going in for a dip, honestly. But I have to get back to the train. They already dinged the bell. Oh, looks so nice. What a cool little train ride. I felt like such a kid on there, just looking out. But it is a little creepy because you're like on the side of a cliff and like it just feels like this is not sturdy enough to hold this big ass train. But it is a really cool little thing. I do think that it's overpriced. It's $40 per person. I think it should be $20, but they are making a killing up here in Walhalla between the cafes. There is a little cafe at the train stop, and the Walhalla, sorry, that was a hill. I'm so out of breath. The Walhalla Hotel and Lodge has like food there as well. So there are some options. They're just not really right next to each other. I'm out of breath. All right, let's get back on the train. So it looks like you have to get off the train because they have to turn the train around. They have to like take it apart and put the front and the back and all that so that you can go back the same way that we came. So that's pretty cool. All right, back we go. We finished up at the train and we just got dropped off back in town. I've come for a little walk because when we were coming back in from the train, I saw there was like a little waterfall. There was a waterfall on the train. I saw it when we got back. On the way back, you could see different viewpoints, and so I saw that there was a little waterfall. It was so pretty, but I couldn't put my camera out in time. There's like a little, it's not a real waterfall. It's just like a little rock, but it looks pretty, and it makes a little swimming hole. I guess you could call it a swimming hole. I don't know. Let me know what you would call this, but it's pretty. So I came for a walk down here. There's lots of like day visitor areas where you can come and have a picnic, but it's like hit or miss whether or not they'll have any sun. So on the colder days, it might be really cold in those spots, but check this out. Really wanted to get a bottle of water at the cafe that I had my little brekkie roll at, but it's closed. So it must have closed at like 2:30 or 3, which seems like early when it's like one of the only places here. But hopefully I can find some water because I've drank all my water. I have ice cubes. Oh shoot, I tripped. I have ice cubes. I made sure to load up my water bottle with ice cubes, like the big chunky ones. So they haven't melted yet, so I just want some fresh cold water to put in there. Oh, but it's like golden hour, so it's so pretty. But the bugs are coming out. I'm coming down to the water. Oh, 2 ducks. Hi. Sorry. Oh my god, sorry. Didn't mean to disturb the peace. They flew away. How pretty is it? I have an hour and a half to kill, so of course, I found myself the pub, gin and tonic, and I have it to myself. Cheers. We are making our way back from the pub. There was a cute little pug sitting outside. It was so cute. It jumped on me. I loved it. I wanted to take it home, but we are making our way back to town. The bus driver said meet back by 4:30, but I don't know. I'm just like, what if they, because the other guy said 4. And I'm like, I'm not going to be stuck all the way out here in the middle of nowhere, 2.5 hours from the city. No way to get home. Okay, so I'd rather be closer to the bus than further away. It was a nice little cap to the end of the day, but we will head to the bus and make our way back into the city. I think we're making a pit stop at McDonald's for dinner. That wasn't on my agenda, but I'm not gonna pass it up. I will say though, being out here, like I can start smelling the sun's going down, people are setting their fires, so it just reminds me of camping. And I just wish that I was heading back to camp, sit around a fire, do some s'mores, go for a cold plunge in the morning. I definitely need a camping trip in my future. I don't know when or where that's gonna happen, but it would be nice. Oh my God, the ducks that I scared earlier, they're sitting in that little pond waterfall thingy. It's so cute. They're just dunking their head in. Oh my God. Let me see if I can capture it for you. Glorious moment to end my day. Oh my God, they're so cute. 1 and 2. They were next to each other, bobbing up and down, but I scared them. I'm pretty sure I'm staring at an eagle or a giant kookaburra. Just, I don't have my other glasses. The only glasses I have are my sunnies. They're prescription. I want to see it before. Look at me squinting. I look like a friggin' idiot. What are you? You're so big. Wow. I saw a kookaburra this morning. That's definitely... Are you a kookaburra? I can't tell. It looks way bigger than a kookaburra, but it might be just a kookaburra. What a day, guys. What an end to the day. Wildlife and a gin and tonic. It's all the way on that stick. I also will say today's been so busy. I think because it's like leading into the Easter holiday break and it's school holidays, which like, I feel like Australian kids get like they get 2 weeks off like every 3 months, I swear to God. And it just feels like they always have school holidays. They don't have like, in the States, we get like all of summer off. They break it up throughout the year, like 2 weeks at a time. And it just feels like they're always on school holidays. It's been so busy here today. And like people who have been here before, they're like, it's usually not busy. The parking has been all full, kids everywhere, which I mean, I expected it because it is a Saturday as well. This is why I like doing things during the week. It is what it is. I still had a great day. And as nervous as I was to do this, I'm so glad that I did it. Oh, I can see the bus. It hasn't left yet. I'm not stranded in this mine town. I always just have to remind myself that like, it's natural to feel those nerves, but what's on the other side of that? An amazing day trip and seeing somewhere new and trying new things like that train and seeing the beautiful autumn colors and meeting a bunch of dogs. Okay, bye. Today was a great day and it surprisingly went so smoothly, but I know that hasn't always been the case when jumping into something new. But I am always glad that I at least tried, because the truth is, days like today just help me build more evidence in my life that I am capable of feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And I don't know if anyone has told you this lately, but my friend, so are you.